Hello YouTube, this is Nite of Misfortune bringing you yet another replay from the Supreme Commander 2 game. Today I have something very special. You thought I was done with making the Legends of the Past series, but no, I have not. It just takes a lot of work to get these organized with good quality people from the past which don't play this game anymore. Today, absolutely the two very interesting players. So let's go ahead and introduce them. Let's start with the bottom left. We have our blue Aeon commander with the name of Spuddington. And Spuddington, not a lot of people probably know him, even those from the old days probably don't know him very well. He used to be a good player and a very interesting character back in the day. I'll be honest with you, I don't have too many interactions with him, but I do know that we've played a couple of games and they were pretty exciting. And his opponent on the top right, it is our green Cybern commander who has gone random but pulled Cybern. It is Iron Commander. Now, before there was Alpha Hex and Hope and all those great players that we have now, there was of course Nuclear Pizza, Polar Bear, and other clansmen. Well, before those were the gods of Supreme Commander 2 game, we had Iron Commander, we had and a few other players were just absolutely insane at this game. I think Iron has been known for his, I think where we get dropship play and in general UEF play, I think was very much I don't want to say the word developed because I'm not sure if he developed it, but he showed the power of it. And I remember playing against him and also, playing with him, and just absolutely amazing player. Both of these players have not played for a very long time. In fact, before this game started, Iron was saying, it's crazy how it's been 10 years since they've last played. It's been that long. I think when the game just came out, I think they actually played a little bit sooner than that though, because 10 years and a couple of months ago the game came out, so they must have played a little bit afterwards too. They didn't just quit right away. Anyway, so we see, let's talk about the game right now. That's enough exposition. We see Iron opening up with some air. Of course, we won't see, amazing play from these players because they haven't played for such a long time. They've been practicing, from what I understand. But obviously, it's harder to play at the top level when you haven't played for 10 years. We do see amazing plays from Iron, and this is what he was known for. He's just micro and just trying to get your opponent, or try to cause the most problems for your opponent, has always been his very strong point. Although his bot might get sniped here by the MML. Alright, just as I say that, that's too funny. We see air coming out from Iron. He has been kind of harassing, but Spuddington is very nicely countering that with some anti-air. What are they called? Cragdows? I keep forgetting their name. And he's pushing his air opponent, which is how you typically counter air as any faction. Really, you just try and push, get a couple of anti-air towers. The problem is that now Iron Commander already has a lot of ground forces. He has managed to get 3 land factories of his own, which begs the question, where the heck is wow, this bot is lagged out over here. That's some pathing issues right there. And unfortunately, 3 bots go down here without a single, 3 tanks go down here without a single bot going down. Spuddington is in a little bit of a difficult situation. He has to back off. This will actually, there's a PD coming up here, so that will probably save him for the time being. There's a lot of anti-air here, which will pick up these bots here. And Iron Commander decides to back off. Although he doesn't quite see what these land units are. I think if he saw that, he wouldn't have gone so far. Now Spuddington is not responding to this bot here. He's gonna pick off these bots over here, of course, but he needs a little bit more ground firing units, I think. Needs to micro this bot back if he can. One loyalist goes down. They're not target firing the tanks and actually switching to firing to the other tank. That is not very efficient from those bots, to be completely honest. But 3 tanks do end up going down. Spuddington still does not have a very large force up here in the front, which could be cause for an issue here soon. And Iron is doing just Iron things. He's doing a great job expanding to everywhere across the map. And this is he's actually kind of playing this style that we don't see in today's meta, but one that I think could be very viable, and it's just creating these battlefields all around the map here, which is certainly a very interesting play, and I think it keeps your opponent up to you know, up to snuff, I guess, because he has to stay aware of, you know, these flanks. He has to stay aware of all of these expansion points. He can't just forfeit them, because eventually you'll get overwhelmed. And you can push center, but on this map in particular, if you do a good enough job holding these choke points, this doesn't really matter anymore. What does begin to matter are these side pathways over here. So unfortunately, Spuddy does end up pulling his excuse me, his tanks from this bottom side, and a lot of mass ends up going down here, which is quite unfortunate here for Spuddy. And he's not microing. Oh, nice switch of direction there. So not completely forgetting the game there. Very nice micro to avoid those shots. But just as I say that, a couple of shots from those Brackmen do end up connecting. And let's see what tech they're going. So I believe Iron has put a couple of stars into his bots. I don't know what happened here. A lot of loyalists died here. Spuddy, I'm not sure. He does not have any shields yet on his units. His commander does not have many upgrades. I don't think he has the range upgrade. Nope, that does not look like a range upgrade on that. And Iron is just going into that spam play. Unfortunately, Spuddy, I don't think will be able to keep up with this long term. That's actually a very appropriate play. You can't really waste time getting megas at this point, because you do end up grabbing, you know, these expansion point, or I mean, you do end up giving your opponent, that's what I meant to say. You do end up giving your opponent the chance to come back if you just sit back and try to good micro from Spuddy. You do end up going letting your opponent catch up, and if you do, he might get teleport, and that creates a lot of difficulty. So maybe if he wasn't, oof, that's nice micro from Iron. He did not forget how to play this game. I'm telling you that right now. He is definitely the same old Iron Commander. All right, this engineer could use some tasks to do, and I'm not sure why these anti-air. Was that an overcharge? No, I don't think it was an overcharge. But Spuddy's forces are slowly beginning to melt. Yeah, these anti-air structures, or not structures, they're not even structures, man. Units, they need to be more back here to begin with. I'm not sure why they were there. Yeah, and unfortunately, Spuddy, I think will, yeah, his land just completely melts away, and I think Iron can go ahead and push this now, even though there's a PD. Couple of bomb or Brackman shots are connecting with these tanks here. He's afraid of that PD. Yeah, unfortunately, in the long run, Iron Commander does know that he is going to win this. So, energy generator, let's see. It's only his second energy generator. Well, he had one here, but you really should have 3. I think the longer you go, the more problematic that becomes. But the problem is right now is that Iron has expanded everywhere. Literally everywhere. The only thing that's going for Spuddy here is the central position. Now, this point defense is not finished. There we go. There's a bombing run on this engineer. He's not even gonna get a chance to finish off that mass extractor there. And Iron just, this is like, this person has not played in 10 years. Yes, he's practiced a bit, but look at the air movement here. I wasn't even gonna plan on talking anything about, you know, strategy or, you know, how good these players are, but look at this plane movement. Just like, he doesn't even have enough to snipe one mass extractor, and he's just constantly moving it around, constantly trying to find a way to push his opponent and cause some damage. And in this case, Spuddy, of course, is not really microing up to snuff here, but even then, it is a very good job from Iron Commander. Like, amazing, amazing. This is what I've been saying this whole time. Spuddy realizes that Iron's forces are a bit out of position. He's gonna try and push this out and try to get a snipe, which is not very likely because there's probably structure detonate, and you can't just push into this very quickly. Also, there's this point defense here, and Brackman fire does connect here. I'm not gonna be surprised if Iron just detonates this structure. Nope, he detonates the mass extractor, which will do the job also. And Spuddington does end up going. I think he controlled K there. That was a premature explosion there, because yeah, he was trying to get Iron Commander to also die, but there was no way of that happening because of so much health. Anyway, that was game 1. Game 2 will be on Coalition Shipyard. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to game 2 between our legends of old, Spuddington and Iron Commander. And let's go ahead and introduce our players really quick. At the top, we have our blue Iron Commander, going for 1 air factory and a couple of P-gens. Good opening build. Is our friend Spuddington. Now, I don't think these players have played after the patch. So I've talked about how they probably played with each other sooner than 10 years, but, or more recently than 10 years, but I think they definitely did not play the patch. So it's interesting to see that. I don't think they're fully compensating for it, but also, I mean, they're clearly using the resources. So his opponent on the bottom, we have our green UEF commander, who's gone random again, but pulled UEF this time. It is none other than Iron Commander. Also ended up going for 1 air factory, which is going to end up a little bit troublesome for our blue Aeon, because we all know how much better UEF air is. However, this research station does have the potential to get Spuddy up to those flares and those shields a little bit more rapidly. So we'll see. I think it will ultimately again come down to how these players end up going about taking the center, because this map is very particular, especially on the old meta. I think we're already seeing it ending up like that. The second plane off the rack is bomber, by the way, which is very interesting. We do see an engagement between a Vito Both and a Wasp here. The Wasp should win out, especially with this more favorable position, but there is going to be a second Wasp coming out here. I don't think it's going to be in time. Nice reclaim here from Spuddy. And Iron Commander, just an incredible micro from Iron, I think. Although I think that was accidental, because he's now going to end up flying over here and dying anyway. First, a land factory already coming out from Iron, which is a little bit considerably important, because as a UEF, I guess an air player that opened up, you do end up being a little bit more defensive on the defensive side, because you do end up wanting to wait for bombers. Now there's Wasp coming out. It's curious that the second plane, no, it was a Wasp. Oh, anti-air station comes out just in time. This Wasp is going to go down. And Spuddy is now up 2 planes on Iron. I don't know about scouting. At least not the main base. Spuddy is going to see all these land factories coming down. He really needs a land factory of his own. This is, if he doesn't plop one down, there we go. He does not have enough mass for it, most likely. Energy, he's good on energy. How is Iron Commander affording all these They are equal-ish on mass, except Iron has built more mass than Spuddy. So Spuddy should have some... There's an engineer that came out for Spuddy too. There's 3 engineers out on the field for him. There's a radar there. That's not good. That's not good. Spuddy really needs to start building land units. Is he going commander upgrades? Is that what's happening? Nice shield for Iron, recognizing that this commander might be a little bit of a nuisance. First land factory finally going down. Now Spuddy has been building his factories with his engineers. I'm not so sure I quite like that, because obviously they build much slower. So Iron utilizing that very powerful mobile missile launcher. Unfortunately, I think it's going to end up getting picked off by this commander. That's going to be a nice pickup for Spuddy. That's definitely nice. And the planes are equaled out. Of course, there's a PD coming out. That's kind of unnecessary there, Iron. Ooh, pick that up. Oh, unfortunate. If he would have gotten that mobile missile launcher, that would have been very good. Now he's going to retreat out of that point defense range. He really needs at least another land factory. And we already see UEF somehow out spamming. From behind, they're out spamming. Now, Spuddy's plane is for some reason all the way over here. Not sure what it's doing over here in international waters. Although I'm not so sure it's international waters. Our commander is going to try to move around here and try to pick off some of these expansions. And Spuddy's just going to let him. That's unfortunate. Well, actually, there's nothing to let because he has air. So that's fine. The problem is that if he does end up going for it too soon here, this Iron Commander's air is going to be able to pick it off. Now, we really need another land factory from Spuddy, because there is now a lot of spam. Bombing run coming in on these tanks. Not going to end up taking them out in one pass, but that's okay. Iron is not splitting his units or his... Oh, so close, so close. I think one more shot off the plane will do it. Nope, just 2. Spuddy's doing a good job with his commander moving around. I think to fully defend this, he needs point defense at this time, because he does not manage to get enough units. And I get the sense that Iron just managed to practice a more efficient build out in the couple of days leading up to this match. It's a very interesting engage from Iron Commander. I would not be pursuing it that far. Nice stop on those wasps. Beautiful air micro. He did not forget how to play this game. That is incredible. Although Spuddy does manage to pull out, losing only 1 or 2, so it's 2 for 2 basically, which is not bad for an AN who's behind on air. Not bad at all. Yeah, I would take these tanks over here, start bombarding that, and with these start to bombard that. Where's Spudding's? Oh my goodness. Commander is all the way over here. Now that's going to be quite interesting. Of course, Iron does not have bombers, so he can't really do anything with that. Keep moving. Keep it moving, Spuddy. Keep it moving. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Yeah, that was a bit of time wasted there, unfortunately. These tanks are gonna end up coming over here and cleaning that up finally. Mass extractors, man, Iron's just build is so much better here. Able to expand all the way over here. Unfortunately, Spuddy is getting surrounded over here. I think he has range on his commander. He's starting getting down Iron's commander here. He is gonna end up getting away here, I think. And it's actually a good thing for him if he manages to get away from here. Oh, you gotta go down here. You can't. You gotta keep moving, Spuddy. Oh no. Yeah, that's right. But unfortunately, that's too late now. Spuddy is gonna go down here in game 2, and we're not gonna see open palms, which is unfortunate.
Commander destroyed.
Good game. Good game. So Iron Commander takes this game. I think I had no reservations expecting this, but good game from both of these players. Very close, yes, indeed. I think if Spuddy just kept moving his commander, that would have actually ended up being very good for him. And yeah, it was just very fun to see these players back again playing. Oh, maybe we'll do open palms. Just for fun. Iron, obviously. Yeah, Spuddy's gonna do it. All right, we're gonna go to open palms just because we can, so stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with game 3, even though Iron has ended up taking this match 2-0 in the previous 2 games, but we said, heck, why not? Let's go ahead and do open palms, you know. I think Iron really loves playing this map. I think if anybody, he's probably one of the best players to ever have played the game who has done this, who has played this map. Now, let's go and introduce our players. There's some already crazy shenanigans happening. Spuddy, you don't need to throw this game like this. That's, our blue Aeon commander going with 4 land factory opening rush. It is Spuddington. Oh my god, I haven't seen this before. And his opponent, who is poised to counter this very, very well. It is our green Cyber Commander, Iron Commander. He ended up picking Cyber. I think, especially with the current meta, I think Cyber is definitely going to be his best. Although I think in the old times past, he has been just absolutely incredible with UEF. I don't think I've ever seen him play Aeon. That's actually very surprising. Oh, Shaja Rush. Nasty, Spuddy. Nasty. Why? Why would you do this to us? Oh, man. That is too funny. That's too good. That's too good. A 4-fact Shaja Rush. Oh, troll time. It's not troll time. He might actually win this. I don't know why he's even bothering with these loyals. Wow, his economy is managing to sustain a constant production of 4 factories of Shajas. That is incredible. You definitely... Oh, wait, what? Oh, there's a follow-up to this? Oh, man, that is incredible. Oh, boy. All right, these Shajas need to... Yeah, there we go. Iron Commander is going to recognize that there's Shah just out on the field here momentarily. Unfortunately, the first round of fire will be on that factory. Iron is pulling back those loyalists. Spuddington is going to need to be a little bit more careful here. How do these loyalists manage to find their way back into the rear of Spuddy's base every freaking game? That's too good. All right, here we go. First factory is going to end up going down. I don't know why there's a capture here. Yep, there we go. That's good. That's good here. Now he needs to target fire. Ooh, that's a successful capture right there. Oof, 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 oof. Of course, Shajas are not quite good when they're getting flanked. Okay, these Shajas need to start firing on the commander. I don't know what's happening here. Holy crap. This loyalist is just chilling. These Shajas do have an order. No, that's not an order for Shajas. Man, this is a very weird game. That radar is gonna go down. Point defense coming out, but that's a very poor position for point defense. I think what Iron needs this game is definitely structure deado. Because Spuddy is just gallivanting into this base like no business. Alright. Can we please turn around some of these units? This is such a weird game. Oh my god. Troll City. Spuddy's commander is always out of position. It's just become a theme. These Shajas would make quick and easy work of Iron if they were just in range of this commander. I think this is gonna end up being a tie and we might go to game 4 here. Oh my god, this is too good. This is too freaking good. Finally, those bots end up getting cleaned off. Actually, no, I think Iron is gonna go down here. Unless he goes for a commander trade, which at this point he can because there's just too many Shajas. Wow, Spuddy's gonna win this. Spuddy winning game 3 off of Shotgun Rush, off of 4 factories. It's just not something you see. But that was awesome. Oh man, that was too funny. Alright, good game to both these players. GG's. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this content and want to see more Legends of the old games, please subscribe and comment below telling me so. This was incredibly fun to cast, even though these players definitely are not playing at their top level, although Iron Commander is playing very good. I think he would beat 90% of the players playing right now. But yeah, very, very interesting matches. And if you've enjoyed it, please do comment, like, and especially subscribe to my channel. It's been Nite of Misfortune. Until next time, everybody, peace.